Hey everybody, this is Janelle, RKC Certified Kettlebell Instructor and your host of PrimalBurger.com. So now that you have your kettlebell, it's time to learn some basic drills to get you guys up to doing higher volume exercises, right? Because I know that's what you're really in for. But the first thing that we want to do before we get there is start on some bare bones basics to really work on our form. I find that a lot of beginners that get really, gung-ho about starting kettlebell fitness routines go straight into the kettlebell swing, don't focus on their form, end up, hurting themselves in the long run, and we don't want to really do that, okay? We want to progress you up to the kettlebell swing. So what we need to do then is actually first work on our hip hinge, which is based on, doing a kettlebell deadlift. Before I actually do a deadlift with a kettlebell, though, I want to talk about what that hip hinge thing really is. So when you're actually lifting a kettlebell, what you want to do is sit backwards as if you're going to, sit down on a chair, and you're going to pick up the kettlebell between your ankles and then elevate it there using your quads and your glutes, okay? Now, in order to kind of get used to the hip hinge motion, what I like to have my clients do is actually use either a PVC pipe or what I have here, a broomstick, and just do body weight hip hinges. So what you're going to do is take either your PVC pipe or your broomstick and put this on your back where you're going to actually have your head, your back, and your butt right here touching the pole. So all these points chain of command. And your goal when you do your squat here almost is to really sit back, work on this hip hinge motion, and make sure that the pole does not leave all 3 points chain of command, right? So we want that pole to stay on our heads, on our backs, and on our butts. That's really going to force us to do a proper hip hinge. So one more time here. And this is just something you can practice, to really work on sitting backwards properly for your deadlift. So when you're done and feeling pretty confident with that, you can move right up into your kettlebell deadlift. I'm going to move this aside here. So same motion, you want the kettlebell to be about where your ankles are. Sit back, keep a neutral spine, pretend like that pole is still on your back, and contract the quads and the glutes and everything right there to pick it up. And right back down. So if you need some progressions for that, you could do start off with 3 sets of 6 deadlifts, work your way up to 5 sets of 6 deadlifts. Really focus though first on getting that pole to stay on your back there, and practice that until you feel comfortable enough working with the kettlebell by itself, okay? That's all I have for you guys today. I'll be on the lookout in the blog for our next 2 progressions into the kettlebell swing. Remember to eat smart, train hard, and enjoy your life.